Good evening, my fellow Dragonese and heirs. It has been a while since I have uploaded. My name is also Drago, if you haven't guessed, because this is my channel. Um, and I'm glad all of y'all could take time out of your day to come and view my channel as well as hang with me. There's some stuff I want to talk about first before I end up starting. Um, I've been planning on doing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but I have not been able to play uh, Yu-Gi-Oh. I do not know what is wrong with the servers and PlayStation, but as of right now, um, playing Yu-Gi-Oh is just a real hassle. I'm like constantly like lagging. I can't really get stuff done at all. It's just a miserable time. In my honest opinion, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is unplayable at the moment till the servers are fixed or till Konami like does something to fix the servers. So until I see improvements on Yu-Gi-Oh, as of right now, Yu-Gi-Oh is going to take a hiatus. Um, I hate to do this, but there's nothing I can really do at the moment um, for this whole thing that's basically been going on. It really sucks, and I hate it that this is happening, but there's nothing else I can do. You know, I don't know what else I can do. So as of now, uh, um, Yu-Gi-Oh is going to take a hiatus for the time being. I'll check from time to time to check and see how the servers are. If I feel the servers are okay enough for me to stream, I'll start streaming some Yu-Gi-Oh. Otherwise, like I said, till then it's going to be a hiatus. So, with that, we're going to be playing some other games instead. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I mostly started this channel, you know, to play games till I pretty much got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and so far that became this channel's focus. But um, as of right now, we're going to go back to basically this channel's roots, which is just going back and playing whatever game I have or whatever game I feel like streaming. With that, I ended up getting Halo Campaign Evolved, so I'm gonna stream this. I actually did beat it, so pretty much I wanted to get a little bit familiar with the game and like what to expect. You're probably gonna see me die a lot of times because there's no video editing. I'm just going in this raw, but pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this series is I'm going to be playing this on Legendary and then basically giving you tips on what you can do throughout the missions. Basically give you like tips and stuff, you know, like of what you can do. I just repeated what I just said. What the hell? Anyways, yeah, I'm just basically going to give you tips. I'm gonna be explaining, you know, what you can do on certain situations in the levels, on what you can do. Why does it say that this is... I am confused. Well, we'll worry about it, I guess, another time. Is it because I'm in a party? No, it's not because I'm in a party. I think. I don't know if my thing's messed up. If it is messed up, it's whatever, I guess. I'll take a look at my video to see if it's if I can actually hear myself talk or whatever. If I'm talking, it's fine. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be, like I said, playing this game and then give you tips on what you need to do. Give you tips on how to take out the enemies. What you could do, what you shouldn't do. If I'm making mistakes, tell you what, not to follow my mistakes, all that stuff. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. Some of these missions are going to be tough. So like I said, some of these streams are probably going to be long. If not, we'll make I'll do separate videos, but hopefully I can complete this stuff in just like one stream. At least that's what I'm hoping. So yeah. I can also, there's also some tricks that I've also learned that I will also show you as well if you guys don't want to deal with like some bullshit or whatever. But yes. I don't know a lot of the locations for the terminals and the skulls, but I will show you some of the terminals and the skulls. Maybe I'll do like a different video for that. Maybe I'll just do it through like the playthrough. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I guess I'll decide that when I'm playing. But yeah, so let's actually start playing the campaign, and let's have some fun with the campaign. So we're gonna be playing it on Legendary. Our start off is going to be the Pillar of Autumn. We're not going to turn any skulls on. We're not going to turn any skulls on or anything. We're just going to go in this raw, because that's pretty much how it is. So before I actually say stuff, or before I spelled autumn right. I was thinking I spelled it wrong. God, I'm having like a mental fart. I'm not really sure if I should talk during the cutscenes. I guess I won't. I'll let you guys enjoy the cutscenes.
We made a blind jump. How did they
get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed, my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in slip space. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of the recon picket now. Nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention all combat personnel. Please report to your action stations.
Let's go! Take it to them!
This is not
Yep, we got Sergeant Johnson now.
This is not a drill.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
Let's get it going, Marine!
5th platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th Platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
Man, we led those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep them from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something that they're so hot for that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We are not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir! Mm-hmm, damn right I am. Now move it out! Double time!
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy.
I feel like Johnson's lines could have been better.
Attack imminent.
Oh, you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Fire team,
The way just Johnson looks in those freaking cameras is just weird.
Sensors show inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand by to repel boarding.
Oh, also, I'm not sure if I'll do the bonus missions. You guys can, can let me know, like, at the end, like, once we get to, like, the very end, if you guys want to see that. Otherwise, you know.
Stay cool, Mendoza. What do you expect, Rifleman? You think this little pleasure cruise is gonna last forever? Man, keep your eyes down range, fingers on the triggers, and we'll all go home in one piece.
Whoa. Sir?
I really hate some of, like, the
Cortana
cutscenes and
to
voice acting in
transmitting
this.
security code. Bridge out.
It just looks awkward.
Right.
It's just really awkward.
Thaw him out. Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. His vitals look good. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5.
Here comes Master Chief.
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little hectic right now.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have you battle-ready stat.
Vital signs look normal. No freezer burn.
Bridge to Cryo 2. This is Captain Keyes. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics and
On the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We'd better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running at least.
Good idea. You better get to your evac group, Sam.
Affirmative. I just have to reset the computer and I'm out of here. Oh god, they're trying to get through the door. Security! Intruders in Cryo 2! No! Please!
I like this part.
Get the hell out of here.
It makes it more interesting. I actually know where, like, the skulls are in like one of them in this mission, if it will allow me to. Oh, there we go. Now there is, like, I think there's one skull around here, maybe. I saw a video where it showed, like, a skull somewhere, but I mean, I'll definitely show the ones that I know. I'll show you there is like one particular skull which I'm not gonna do because it's really hard and annoying. So once we get to there, I'll explain like basically what to do in that situation. Okay, here's one skull. There's one skull up here. There's another one somewhere, but I actually forget where that one is. But yeah, one skull's pretty much up here. You just gotta run up and get it. I don't know where the other one is. I know it's somewhere in this room, but I forget where exactly it is. It might be like in, like, probably somewhere over here, maybe. Probably not. Okay, well, I forget where that one is, so we're not gonna worry about that one, I guess. But there's one skull. Yeah, you guys can look up where the other one is. It could actually be around here. And this guy already died. If you don't know what happens here, basically the Marine dies here. I'll actually reload the checkpoint.
Vital signs look normal. No freezer burn.
Bridge to Cryo 2. This is Captain Keyes. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics and
On the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We better get moving. We'll find your weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running.
Good idea. You'd better get to your evac group, Sam.
Affirmative. I just have to reset the computer and I'm out of here. Oh god, they're trying to get through the door. Security! Intruders in Cryo 2!
Sam! Sam!
Up there goes Sam.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
Okay, so if you played the original Halo game, you obviously know that this guy dies right here. He gets blown up by that. I'm just looking to see if there's another skull. I'm really surprised the fire doesn't hurt you because, like, in the game it does. So yeah, I wanted to show that real fast.
Bridge to Cryo 2. This is Captain Keyes. Send the Master Chief to the
Okay, I gotta re-get that skull because I'm not really sure if
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We better get moving.
it activates. I'll just do it just in case. I'd really like to know what that other skull is.
They're trying to get through the door. Security! Intruders in Cryo 2! Sam! Sam!
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here. This way.
Up there he goes. Alright, I'm just double checking here. Why is there a crab in here? What the hell? There's a random crab in there, that's funny. Is there a crab in this one? Okay, well anyways. Alright, there's nothing like real big here hear anything. Pretty much all you're doing is just basically, wait. I'm gonna check something real fast. Alright. Actually wanna restart the mission.
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little hectic right now.
I wanna see...
Vital signs look normal. No freezer burn.
Bridge to Cryo 2. This is Captain Keyes. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics and
On the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running.
Good idea. You better get to your evac route, Sam.
Affirmative. I just have to reset the computer and
Okay, I was thinking maybe, like, there was something with, like, the cutscenes.
Security! Intruders in Cryo 2! Sam! Sam!
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
But it doesn't look like there is. Alright.
This way.
Yeah, Sam gets blown up. Alright, anyways, like I said, pretty much this whole part, all you're going to be doing is just basically running. You don't worry about the elites. They can't hurt you. They can't really do anything. Except this.
Watch it. Those alien bastards are everywhere.
That's actually new. That wasn't in the original game. Alright.
Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
And then pretty much like, you know, like I said, you just run through here.
Keep shooting. Get clear, Chief.
Yeah, there's nothing like real new or whatever to this part. You just wait for the Marine or whatever. And now you're here, and then you see Captain Keyes.
Captain Keyes?
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3. Make that 4 kills. Sleep well.
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
I like the relationship between Cortana and Chief.
Report!
It must be one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am, fire control for the main cannon is offline.
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Code Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found. I'm going to try to land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. The protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable. And that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones. Upload them to my neural links. Then sort yourself for a hard transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research. Earth.
I understand.
If all goes well, we'll rendezvous on the object's surface. And if it doesn't... make sure my daughter gets this.
This also wasn't in the original. his lines. He does give Chief the pistol, but his
The auto will
lines
continue evasive maneuvers until
aren't
you
like,
initiate a landing
give it to
sequence.
my daughter. It was
Not that I'll
originally like,
listen,
here, take this,
but
or
I
something like
suggest
that.
letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
God, Cortana looks so weird in this.
Your architecture isn't that much different from the autos.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Also, once we get into the later missions, you're probably eventually going to get tired of hearing Cortana because her lines aren't particularly
Good luck, Master Chief.
that good. She definitely could have had
Breach
better
the command
lines.
deck. We have to stop them from taking the bridge.
I didn't realize this Marine was here. So this part isn't hard at all. Just take out the grunts. It's pretty easy. I originally had trouble with this because I didn't have like the stuff to basically take out the elites, but you don't really have to sit here and basically do what I'm doing. Right now, or in my position, it's pretty easy to take out. Now, one thing they did have, they had like a thing here where you could like hide behind to kill the enemies, so they don't have that this time. Yeah, they don't have that this time. I pretty much let the Marines die, which is unfortunate. Now, since this is on Legendary, the enemies are going to be a lot tougher. You're going to get, like, hurt a lot. They're going to throw grenades, lots of grenades, the elites and the grunts. So you're going to have to be mindful of that.
Head down. There's two of us in here now, remember?
So what I like to do when it comes to these situations is I like to take out the grunts first because they're an easy one-shot kill to the head with the pistol. Pretty much everything is. If you wanted, like, not necessary for, like, yeah, so he just threw a grenade. See, right there. Now, you can use whatever, like, combo you want when it comes to doing these missions or whatever. I like to use the Old Faithful, which is the noob combo, which is the basic Plaza pistol and the yeah, just like the Plaza pistol, and the pistol. And basically, this combo just allows you to kill the enemies, like, real easily. So I'm gonna use a different strategy than what I normally do, because normally I just, like, go guns blazing, but since I'm playing this on Legendary and we're trying to beat this without many deaths, this is in my opinion, probably the safest way to beat this. I'm not doing a no deaths run. I haven't really figured out, like, strategies to do that, but, you know, if you don't want to, like, continuously die, this is probably one of the best strategies for this room. And probably pretty much for the whole game, is to pretty much do, like, the noob tube combo. I pretty much am going to be using this combo throughout all of the missions, except a couple. So It's probably going to get a little bit boring. I'll probably switch here and there. But yeah.
Back me up. What the hell? Did something just hit us? Move in. Back to the airlock.
The damage
So
to
I
the
think there's
infrastructure is
enemies coming
extensive.
up
I
here.
don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
This probably isn't the best strategy for this part. Honestly, a really good strategy for this part is to throw grenades basically in that room. I don't think I stuck him. No, I didn't.
Everybody okay?
There's our first death, and I killed him, I think.
What the hell? Did something just hit us?
So yeah, we'll do this a little bit
Damage to
differently.
the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse
So
the
here,
Autumn can take.
definitely good just to throw some grenades in there. I think I killed all of... Yep, I did. So yeah, as you can see, we didn't die, and it was a lot easier to do. So definitely, in my opinion, that is the best strategy for this, for that.
Come in. Clever bastards. That's a Covenant overshield. I've created
I actually
interface
pick up a
patch
lot
that
of
will let you
these
use the device
stuff,
to
and I don't
augment your
actually
shields.
use them. Okay, here for these parts, you're just gonna kill the enemies through the hallway, not too hard. This part, you're coming up to like enemies. This is another part which is really good for grenades. You know, just throw grenades and stick them. And I thought I was gonna die. Thank God I didn't. You know, you just want to pretty much here help the Marines take out, or help take out. Ignore my bad aim. Yeah, you pretty much just want to take out the enemies. You don't want to also go like two guns blazing here because it also causes deaths or whatever. So you don't want to do too much of that. There's like somewhat of a hard section. Sometimes I'll end up like taking out the elites first. There are a lot of elites. Yeah, they throw guns like oh my god. Yeah, I hate that. So we're gonna do this part again. Basically, same thing. You know, just you don't want to, like I said, go guns blazing. I swear. This game's design also is like kind of stupid as well. Like I'm pretty sure that that punch wasn't like that close to me. So yeah, we do that. Why did you shoot me, Marine? That wasn't very nice. Okay, now here, probably best to just throw a grenade. We can at least take out some of the enemies. You don't want to stay close to that door. It's best to like get back a little bit, so that way. Yeah, you don't... Pretty much everything on Legendary 2, like, you have to be worried about pretty much everything, which is kind of annoying. Like, you literally have to be be concerned about like every little thing. Every little thing can kill you, which is annoying. Like the first time, I don't think I should have died from that like punch, but you know, I did. Now you could actually come back here and just kill the enemies instead, which is another option. It really doesn't matter. We'll do this again. Okay, this time we're gonna get back a little bit farther because I do not want to get killed by the elites. I think we killed both of them. Nope, he's still alive. And this is why I like using the noob tube combo, because pretty much you have to worry about everything basically playing on legendary in this game. CE, I would say you don't have to worry as much. So this isn't really too big of a part. Pretty much in this game you want to just like take it slow. Take it slow and get as much cover as possible. Taking it slow. That was a fail. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't taking it slow that time, but taking it slow, you know, you pretty much die less. If you're doing like, I'll also give tips if you want to do like a no death round. This is pretty much what you should do in this situation is, you know, just take it slow, you know, heal when you need to. Okay. Okay. Pretty much that's what you're going to be doing like all through this mission is just taking it slow. You have to watch out for that. Enemies are a lot more aggressive in this game, so you're gonna have like enemies basically coming right at you, like this guy. I don't know why they're so aggressive like that. So for this, I'm not really sure the best strategy. Probably the best strategy is to stay back. Yep, I'm gonna die again. Okay, I didn't have trouble with this part, but now I'm having trouble. All right. So I'm gonna be completely honest. Probably for this part, since they're so aggressive, for this part, you know, take it slow at the same time, but also, you know, run for cover. But you want to, for this part, you definitely want to take them out as fast as possible, because I don't know why I did that. Because they'll basically come charging at you, and you definitely don't want that if you're doing a no death run. Yeah, I don't know why they're not like particularly charging like they were, being like really aggressive. They were being like really aggressive, but now they're not. Okay. This is something else you have to also watch out for, is there's suicide grunts in here, so this is definitely something you can get caught off guard as well. We'll pop an overshield since there's another overshield thing. I hardly use these. But yeah, we've died like a couple of times, which is kind of depressing. Okay, this part I actually died a lot. So for this part, you're gonna have like two enemies coming from both sides here. So, see, I'll show you what I mean. You're gonna have enemies coming from both sides. So this part is. Wait, where'd I get? Oh. Yeah, you're gonna have enemies from like both sides, so this part's going to somewhat be particularly hard. What I'm doing is not the particular strategy. This is a bad strategy. Do not do what I'm doing. It just happened to work out that way, but probably one of let me see here. Okay. So for this strategy, for this part, for what you probably want to do is probably kill these guys first, and then you have like this room. There's going to be enemies coming from there. If you want, you could also like have them come out and then basically use this as like cover and then like just take them out this way. This is also another strategy you could do. I have my thing on for crouch. I have it where I don't have to hold the button. I just crouch. So if you have that, you know, this is also like somewhat of a viable strategy. They can't really run. I don't know if they can crouch. I don't think they can, but you know, you're perfectly safe like right here, just like picking them off or whatever. But yeah, I just pretty much got like extremely lucky for that part. But definitely that is a good strategy. I kind of want to revert to save, but I'm not sure if that would be a good idea. Coming up here is also a viable option because what you could do is you could run through, kill these two. Maybe throw a grenade right here and then like run back and maybe go over there and then do the hide thingy and pick him off. You know, you can do that. That's also an option. But yeah, so in my opinion, I think the strategy where you just hide behind that thing is probably the best strategy. But if you want to go like a little bit more aggressive, you know, I'm gonna reload the checkpoint. I want to see if this strategy works. Okay, maybe this strategy isn't like the best strategy because you have to worry about these guys coming through the door, which they can push really aggressive. So I would say, in my honest opinion, the best strategy is hiding behind this thing, which you'll see in a second. We'll trigger this. We'll duck and we'll hide like right here. See, hiding like right here, easy. You have to watch out for grenades. That's going to be an issue. Yeah, the only thing you have to worry about back here is pretty much the grenades, and that's it. If you see a grenade, just, you know. But yeah, pretty easy. This is definitely the best, in my opinion. Yeah, see, it's easy pickings, just doing it this way. Like I said, I just got lucky that one time, but see, not too hard. But yeah, hiding back there is definitely the best strategy. if you're a decent player, then this could also be a strategy as well. You can take out some enemies, and then basically, if enemies are going to be right here, you can just like use this as like cover. So there's that. I'm thinking there actually might be like another section that's also really hard that I'm not thinking about. Okay, this is definitely the hardest part in the game. In this level, this has always been the hardest part in the level, but pretty much you always have to watch this door. What typically I like to do is like hide in here. Like enemies aren't gonna really like come down. You're gonna have to worry about like grenades as well when you're down here, but hiding in here is an okay option. This is also if you're not like worried about saving Marines. In here is also a decent option as well, just like, you know, doing the same thing that you were, you know, just picking off enemies. Either one of these strategies works. Also, if you're doing like the noob combo is definitely the best combo to use for like a no death run. Can I not shoot my plasma pistol like through there? And then, you know, if you're doing like no death runs, it is also very important that you take things slow, like so. You know, you don't want to like push or anything too hard. I think that's the word left. Yeah, this mission is like not hard at all. It's you know, it's pretty easy just to breeze through this, like, you know. And then you're coming up on this section. I like to take out the grunts for this section. It's pretty much easy just to take out the grunts because when using the, you know, this combo, it, you know, all you have to do is you don't have to worry about the grunts shooting you and whatever. Your concentration is just going to be on the elites. You don't necessarily also have to like to use like the noob combo all the time. You want to also know your surroundings too, because it's very easy to get stuck to a wall. So there's that. So, you know, make sure you also know your surroundings. Keep an eye on suicide grunts as well. You know, you don't want to end up like getting stuck to a wall. This is definitely a really easy mission to do, you know, when it comes to like a no death run challenge. Pretty much the only thing you have to worry about is like there's a lot of grenade throwings. You don't want to be like too close. You want to make sure also, like, if you want to play like a little bit more aggressive, you want to make sure that enemies are a one-hit kill when you melee them, because you are very fragile in this game. You will pretty much die. You pretty much die to anything and everything, which I kind of hate. You pretty much have to play this like a totally different Halo, in my honest opinion. In the other one, the CE, you probably could take different strategies.
Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
To do that, but definitely for a no death run, your best friend is going to be the plasma pistol and the pistol. But yeah, for that part, pretty much just kill the grunts and whatnot. I think we're actually coming up to the end of the level. This level is pretty short.
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways.
Yeah, this part is kind of
Get behind them. One melee hit to the back will neutralize most hostiles.
This is kind of a tough part as well. You can either like kill them, you know, just like take peeks and kill them from this way. I like to do some like stealth, which is like come over here. There's like enemies here.
Blasphemous rounds incoming.
I definitely should not have died there. That was kind of depressing.
You can get behind them. One melee hit to
In
the
my,
back will neutralize
I would
most
say
hostiles.
probably staying in the tunnel and just like going in and out and picking them off is probably the best way not to die. This is another option. It's not the safest option, but I like doing this option. Also, pay attention to the map also. Okay, 1 second. I got the hiccups, so I'm going to pause for a second and try to get rid of these. I can sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. Hold on, give me a second.
Crew and ops personnel on decks 1 through 4. Report to evac stations immediately. Crew and ops personnel on decks 9 through 12. Report to evac stations now. Crew and ops personnel on decks 1 through 4. Report to evac stations immediately. Crew and ops personnel on decks 1 through 4.
Alright, I'm back. I went and actually got my dog some stuff because he wanted something. But yeah, sometimes my hiccups I can't like get rid of them for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. This is you know, a safe option like 2. You have 2 safe options. You can like use this as cover. You know, you don't have to worry about enemies through like this part. You know, you can just use this as like cover and whatnot. So.
Alpha through November. Pull out to nearest evac stations.
But yeah, this is not too hard at all.
We're gonna die!
I missed. Enemies can come through the door, so you gotta watch out for that. See, this is pretty easy. You know, just take. You know, you have like a bunch of. Okay. You have a bunch of cover.
Motion tracker shows all clear.
We got a little bit damage there, but nothing too big to worry about. So yeah, this part isn't really hard at all. You just have to basically just keep an eye, you know, on, you know, whether coming out here and shooting. I'd probably say coming over here is the best. Is the doing it like through coming through this door here. Where is it? This door out here. I would say, in my opinion, that this is definitely the best option, because you can pretty much just, you know, lead them to, you know, over here, and then, you know, you can like pretty much just pick them off back here, and if they try to push forward, you know, you can always just run away over here and then run in here, and then, you know, you're pretty much safe because this will close. You know, they can't kill you here. They can still push aggressively, which is kind of a scary thought, but yeah, I would say you're not gonna have too much trouble. I don't know. Sometimes they're like very aggressive, sometimes they're not, but you know, being in here is, you know, like I said, also a good option, but in my opinion, I would say the best is just picking them off from like down there, and then, you know, running for cover if you need to. All right, now we're on to this part. There's a terminal, and
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch
in
you
this
now.
part, the terminal is actually over here where Linda is. I believe. Yeah, there's a terminal right here. So this room has like a terminal, so if you want to, you know, get like 100%, there's the terminal. This part you could throw a grenade or just kill them like this. Or you don't need to do anything, you can just let him die. Okay, so this part's not too hard. Be wary of the grenades. Since you're playing on Legendary, the enemies are going to be a lot more aggressive. So when you see the you know, a grenade being thrown at you, just, you know, run back and, you know, take cover. This, you can either kill the grunt by shooting him in the head or just killing him, like so. Okay, we're coming up to pretty much the end of the mission. This is pretty much the end of the mission. Now, there's multiple ways you can do this. Probably one of the safest is just pretty much stay back and pick off the enemies. You're gonna have to watch out for the grenades, because, you know, they do, you know, the grunts do the grunts and elites, you know, will throw grenades, so it's gonna be challenging. Let me see. This part actually leads you into like multiple like factions. You could honestly like come through. Okay, this is the part where the ground is. Never mind. I always get like confused with this part. You could honestly like come out over here. This is where. No, wait. I think they designed this a little bit differently. Okay, never mind. So for this, definitely the best part is to kill them like so. You know, just stay back and, you know, if there's grenades, just watch the grenades. Now this is the part that you can take like different routes. You can go back here and take this route over here. Never mind, I am completely stupid. Ignore what I just said. I feel like there was also like another way to get over there. Let me see something over here. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Alright, so we'll just play the game as it is. You'll see those enemies pretty much just... They're not gonna... You know, they won't be here at this particular spot. If you basically did what I just did, but if you end up basically like freaking out and like whatever, but okay, well, I guess I don't have to worry about this. Let me see something. Okay. I think there's like multiple. Here, I'm gonna revert to save, revert the checkpoint. So I can give you guys a better understanding. A better explanation. So, like I said, for this part, you know, just take things slow. Watch out for grenades. Probably take out the grunts first, since they're more likely to throw grenades than the elites. You also have to worry about the suicide grunts because they will come after you. And I kid you not, this part is really annoying. Okay, so from here on out, you're gonna pretty much peek the corner, kill. Wait, where'd he go? What? All right. Well, normally you're gonna want to kill him. So this part, there's a couple ways you can do this part. You can do it this way by, you know, just peeking the corner and shooting them there, or you can basically come in here and basically kill them from this point of view. You know, this point of view, all you need to do is just basically like throw grenades. You do have to worry about enemies, I think, coming through this door, so keep in mind of that. I think they come through that door, I'm not really sure. But, you know, this part is not too bad. If you are a horrible grenade thrower like I am, it is pretty bad. I'm also checking that door to make sure that there's nobody coming through that door. There's a lot of elites here. I don't think they can actually come through that door, but I'm not really sure. I like throwing a lot of grenades at pretty much the end because explosions, and not only that, there's a lot of enemies, and it's just fun to use grenades. I am not gonna lie, it is really hard to see what's happening and going on because of the shaking.
There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
Okay, now we have one final part, which is there's gonna be enemies here. Yeah, so what I like to do here is just, like, throw a bunch of grenades.
All remaining combat teams, pull out and abandon ship. Good luck.
That lifeboat is our only way off this ship. Kill those Covenant.
I feel like there's another way. Okay, this looks like to be a way also. You can also go through like this way from behind and just kill him this way. There's like multiple sections up there as the cutscene. We are one another. Alright, so there's pretty much the cutscene. I missed the other cutscene when, like, the Marine... The other cutscene in the first one is better. Where the Marine, like,
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look.
yeah, where you basically throw the Marine in. I think it's much better. A much better cutscene. So yeah, that didn't really take long at all. I'm debating if I want to do if I want to do Halo, or if I should just end the stream here. Halo isn't really too difficult either.
I knew it. The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manual.
But you see these cutscenes, I do not understand the point of it. Like, it just looks really awkward.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's edge.
Like, there was no point to sit there for, like, 5 seconds and watch whoever that character was and Master Chief just, you know, sit there quietly, just not doing anything.
We'll be fine.
And this part's also bad also.
We're coming in too fast. Damn! Air brake failure. They blew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact!
Chief. Chief. Can you hear me?
God, the voice acting is like so bad. I can't believe they released this game like this. But for that last part in the Pillar of Autumn, you know, taking the route that I took, you know, is a pretty decent route. It's, I'll probably say, the safest. You just have to keep an eye basically on that door. There's another route which you follow the Marines and basically kill them from that direction, and then like going backwards, I guess. That's also an option, but I think that is the best option. I'm deciding whether I want to continue or not. You know what? I think I will do this like one mission at a time instead of 2 missions. So we'll make this a relatively short stream. But next one, I'm not sure what next one is going to be. But yeah, that's pretty much how you beat Pillar of Autumn. And if you're doing a no death run, that's definitely in my opinion, the best strategies that I said above to beat that level. Pretty much just watch out for the grenades, take it slow. You know, enemies will push you, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. And then always carry the plasma pistol, because the plasma pistol is basically going to be your best friend. It's also going to be your best friend in Legendary, since you're pretty much since you pretty much get killed by basically every. Why is this lit up? Do I have some friends that actually are playing this? I'll have to look on my friends list. I don't see anybody playing Halo. I'm confused. Well, anyways. So in my opinion, I think if you take those strategies, you will do just fine. And then if you just don't want to die so many times, you know, and you're just playing not to basically just die and get, you know, just to get through the level. That's my advice also, or using those what I basically told you in the mission. God, my brain's not working. I am so sorry, guys. I'm I don't know what's wrong with me today. You know, it doesn't matter if you're doing it if you're doing a no death run, or no bad. I'm just talking in circles. Okay, so if you're doing a no death run, playing it safe is definitely the better option. If you're doing a legendary run with, you know, not caring about deaths, you can be more aggressive, but to get it done, you know, just to get it done, definitely taking it slow is the best option. So that's what I wanted to say. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this mission. So next mission, we are going to be doing Halo. That's one of my favorite missions, so I hope you guys are excited for that. there's going to be a little bit of a difference between Halo for between this and Campaign Evolved. So there's going to be a little bit of a different strategy for that. So once we get there, I'll give you the best strategies on what you can do to beat the mission on a no death run, or just beat the mission in general to where you just want to get it done as fast as possible, or just to get it done. So anyways, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today. And if you guys like what you saw today, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video. And then also hit the notification bell, because that lets you guys know when I upload content. And before I head off, I always like to give a little bit of recognition. The hell was that? I like to give a little bit of recognition to mental illness. So if you know like a friend, or if you're suffering from like mental illness or not, if you're basically just like suffering in general, and you feel like there's something like going on, and you just don't feel right, don't be afraid to, this is also for you or your friend, don't be afraid to contact somebody to get help, or don't be afraid to contact your friend, if they need help. And a lot of people are also afraid of like mental illness. They don't like to say that, hey, I went to a doctor for a psychologist, and I got went to a therapist. Some people feel it's looked down upon, but eventually, or not eventually, people think that it's frowned upon, but it's not. There are a lot of people that actually suffer from it, So don't be afraid to get help. And then for places there's like that you can contact, there's like BetterHelp. I always forget mine, but I use one. I don't use CareSource, but mine's an option. Let me actually look. I gotta remember what mine is, because I always forget what mine is. I always want to say CareSource, but it's not. It's LifeStance. Okay, I gotta remember. I use LifeStance. They're an option. CareSource is also not CareSource. God, now I forgot the other one. BetterHelp is an option. Not a sponsor, by the way, but those are options. There's probably more options out there as well, but don't be afraid if you need help to contact and get help. I'm pretty sure everybody goes through like having some sort of issue with like depression or something like that at some point. So and then if you have mental health and you're struggling, as it is, don't give up. Keep on fighting. It's really hard, but when it comes to having it, it's a struggle, but you can easily live with it. You just have to basically work around it. This is something my mom told me, and it's honestly the best advice in my opinion. It's not, my advice probably won't work for everybody, but knowing that you can like work around it, brings down the anxiety and the stress, because at least you can find ways to basically live with it. So don't be afraid if you end up like like getting mental illness because it's not really a you know, a career death sentence or a life-ending sentence. It's just maybe it's basically just like a block in the road that basically stops you from from moving forward. And then once you figure out, you know, how to deal with stuff, you basically are able to move forward. I've myself experienced, you know, hardships in my life, and you know, I understand the struggles and stuff. So you know, don't ever give up. You know, keep fighting. You know, keep surviving. You know, you're put on this earth for a reason. So with that, I'm going to end the video. I'm definitely going to figure out a way to not ramble when I give recognition to mental illness, because I pretty much ramble, in my opinion, way too much. Yeah, see, I'm like at 120 minutes, which I wasn't because I've been rambling. But anyways, I'm going to head out for now. I also apologize again for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll still do like Yu-Gi-Oh! Content when it comes to like the ban list and stuff. I'll make like a quick stream of that, and then we'll stream into something else. So I'll do that. So you know, there is still going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, but like when it comes to playing the game, as of right now, until I see change when it comes to the servers, it's going to be on hiatus. And I apologize. You know, I know you guys like watching Yu-Gi-Oh!, but you know, it's just something that I have no control over. So anyways, we will continue Halo, and then I'll look to see what other games I have that we can also play. I might make Star Wars also a option. Let me know if you guys want to just watch me play Fortnite. That's also an option. I can just like play Fortnite and, you know, just play it to play it. It's really up to what you guys want. So anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will catch you later. And I apologize for my rambling that I've been doing, but yeah. So anyways, you guys have a good night, and I will catch you guys in the next one. This is Jago signing out. Peace.